So the other day, my contractor gives me a call, and normally I don't love taking his call when it comes in as a cold call, but something was urgent ringing in the call, and I thought, okay, I'll pick this one up. What is going on? And he said, you know how you guys have been complaining that there's been some squirrels and people can smell possibly dead squirrels in the attic? And we've been looking at that. We're like, okay, we're gonna have to like fix how they're getting in, and we're gonna have to get people in there to get the squirrels out. And this particular building, nobody really knew where the attic access was. Is there any attic access? So we're like, okay, we'll have to cut holes in the ceiling. And then I'm like, okay, well, if we're already cutting holes in the ceiling to get up there to look for squirrels, well, then let's just make that the attic access for the future. So depending on where they cut it within a tenant's unit. But yeah, good paying tenants were complaining that it was smelling. I'm like, okay, well, we better get here and sort this out. So exterminators go out to the property, and I get this call from my construction guy, and he's like, you know that squirrel issue you had? And I was like, yeah. He says, you got a dead body in there. And I'm trying to get the kids out the door, and I get the call, and it's not our first natural death in the portfolio, because now I have 18 buildings, that's 280 apartments. This stuff can happen, and yeah, that's kind of pretty bad that there's a body in there. And I thought maybe they died. They're starting to complain this week, so maybe I thought 2 days, 3 days tops, but we find out later possibly the body had been in there for 2 weeks. And this is the kind of stuff, if you're a small-time landlord, they don't train you for. I used to joke back in the day, you're not a real landlord till you find a dead body. And now as the corporation grows, and I was probably joking like, a triplex owner that's got tenants forever, and that's all it's got going on in there. Yes, when you have 280 units, stuff can happen. And yeah, our property manager had to go down. She did a video without going in. And this is after the police or the coroner removed the body, and I wasn't down there, I was here. But she sends a video of the unit, and there's that smell. She had to go home and strip down in the garage and shower immediately and clothes in the laundry. We said, go get dry cleaning immediately, go to a spa day, and like a great worker, no, I don't have time for that. I was like, but come on, just turn your phone off. Stop. Don't listen to the tenants for 2 minutes and just go to the spa. Like, this is not a normal day. Unfortunate that it happens. It was an elderly person, but not just this person, unfortunately, who died. We have other tenants in different buildings that are living very poorly, and they have social workers. And the social workers don't do anything. They don't remove the person to a home or something. It must be a government thing. Oh, put them on the private sector. We'll take care of it, rather than putting this person in a home. And like this person I'm talking about, this one tenant's living with there's rats on the ground. We're peeing in jugs. We capitalistically would love the person to leave, but the person shouldn't be living like that in general in the property. And then we have to go through the court systems and try to do everything there. Anyways, I digress. It's a mess, and we're, as landlords, as investors, our hands are tied, especially in Ontario. And it's one of the reasons why myself and my business partners, a lot of people want to get involved in real estate investing. But if you were to deal with this as your triplex or your fourplex, this is devastating. And obviously the death is devastating, but when just like a vacancy, which this now is, we can eat it a little bit better with a bigger portfolio. If you're a small-time landlord, this really hurts what you've been doing, and you might have a stigma now, and because natural death in there. This is why we decided. A lot of people wanted to partner with my corporation, Foundation Capital, and we decided that we'd start a fund, and it's a private real estate trust. And a lot of you guys have already been reaching out, and you're able to invest into the fund, and this is what we do. It's our bread and butter. If this stuff happens, and it's not just this, this is what happens in the world of tenants. We've had arson, shootings, murderers hiding. We haven't had a murder yet, but murderers hiding. SWAT team had to come in, kick down 3 doors. They never paid for them, by the way. So yeah, we have to eat a lot of this stuff. Stabbings, blood, stabbings across the street, and the person came and bled on our side, and then our good tenants left. Oh, it's a roller coaster. I'm not trying to make light of it in this video, but it's just, real estate investing is challenging, and there's all these ups and downs because these real life things are going on, and it can hurt you financially. Anyways, it's like you can either continue to go on and buy a duplex, a triplex, a fourplex, get some coaching, do duplex conversion, all this stuff. Are you really gonna get ahead? Or sell that all and then just invest with myself, and we'll be able to give you guys a return on investment without having to deal with any of this stuff, without having to be like, get that call from the contractor as you're trying to get your kids out the door. Just get the return on investment on real estate. And what we're trying to do is that hands-free real estate investing approach. And I think in this day and age, in 2023 right now, a lot of people kind of probably want that with the way that the interest rates have been going up and down. What we do, we buy boring real estate. We buy these, well, boring as in the physical product. And these incidents don't happen every single day, but you got late payments, you got no payments, and you got to go through the courts, and it's 8 months in Ontario. We deal with all this and still provide our investors their monthly return, and it's a no-brainer to a lot of people that are already in it. We've retired a lot of people that just hang out, they scuba dive all day, or they hang out and they do Bitcoin mining. Literally, like just whatever they want. Like, picture something you want to do. Some of our investors are able to just go and do that. And that just starts with sending us a message on Instagram, or you can find out the form below to see if you qualify for going into the fund with us. And the best part is too, it's with cash or RRSP, TFSA, LIRA. So all your registered stuff can be sent our way too. So if it's doing nothing, go ask your financial advisor, hey, what kind of car you drive? And if they're not saying Ferrari, or if they're not living in a $2.5 million house, maybe your money should be pushed somewhere else. So put it over in Foundation Capital, my corporation, and we would love to make you money, guys. And we will see you guys later on the next video that I shoot. And thank you guys so much. Bye.